Poetry is not what we do. Poetry is who we are. We live poetry. We eat poetry. We make love.
This love is 3D. We're at the confluence of technology. Our souls meet like two streams, sharing each other's dreams.
Time waits for no one, so why should we wait for time? Life's a continuous race. You can't slow down, man, even when you see the finish line.
Where were you when I sat in the labyrinths of the dark night, cooking words like a chef making fish
To change
stew?
the words to eat and dress in a style that define you without thinking what the round table people would think
My
about
ink
you.
don't go astray like bodyguard son. They squander all my thoughts inside this brain bank. You don't lose guard.
Why do the old folks think they know everything? You fail to understand you're not living the times I'm living in. You can see from the start, we're 30 years apart. I have new blood while you're still sustained by an old heart.
Without which you would have never existed.
Hello, welcome to World of Poetry Show. My name is Olumide Holloway. You can also call me Lulu, the Kingdom from Zulu. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back. On today's show, we'll be having Jemima, who was a finalist at our last slam poetry competition, War of Words, and also Dari Dan, who was also a finalist at the second edition of War of Words, and also Aduke, the Afro Soul Diva. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Put your hands together as I welcome the beautiful, the divalicious Jemima.
Good evening, everybody. Okay. Her personality was interesting. Her future was bright and promising. Like a flower blossoms in springtime, she would walk into a room and make the place shine. With the lowly, she would wine and dine, and a statement you'd never hear her say was, "It is mine." With her, there was no dull moment. Her life she would give if it was for rent. Embedded in her was all the joy we could get. Valued is the little time with her we spent. An embodiment of beauty and poise, she was skillfully and carefully carved like a Rolls Royce. Her academic prowess made us all rejoice till we felt the sting that sucked away our voices, that have now become a terrible noise of wailing, darkness, gnashing and pain. Death, you've come again. Please, what do you gain from painting our merry hearts with shades of blood stains? We were fine and we were strong till you arranged your stones in your sling, and like David passed that Goliath, you hit us with one single fling. Oh, death, where is thy sting? She may be gone for now, but her deeds will remain on the sands of time. She was a blazing sapphire, a bona fide pace setter. She lived with humility and set the pace. She came, saw, conquered, and ran life's race, and now we're grateful to God for the best of her days. Oh, death, where is thy sting? Because we no longer feel the pain you bring. We can't feel your shards beneath our feet, because we know the only reason why it happened is because God willed it. So don't go bragging that you just nailed it, because guess what? You didn't. Oh, death, where is thy sting? Because you will rest peacefully in eternity, and you will search hopelessly for company, one you will never find till you give up redundantly, and you rip the pain that you have distributed abundantly. After your last swing, we no longer feel the pain you bring. Irrespective of the recent happenings, we know that God is the everlasting, and His love is still very amazing, an amazingness that renders your presence disgusting. So death, after all your disturbing, I got one question for you. Where is thy sting? Thank you.
Friends we had, good friends we've lost along the way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, no too much talking. Put your hands together and welcome Dan Dari.
Our Lord Jesus, our Lord.
What up, people? I'm doing a piece titled No Names. They will give a coffin fit for heroes to live in, and visit you in it once in every season. This they have promised. But if you, by fate, refuse to take this coffin, dressed in color of pride to be lifted on arms of honor, will starve in the coffin of flesh and bones you've chosen, and none will fake a pity. The books to make your coffin worth living in will be forgotten, decked on cake shelves, locked in spider webs and sprayed with smelly deaths. None will fake a pity. We all got the lies wrong, cause the smoke after the bullet is out, I'm sure it's the way the guns have chosen to cry. Gentle and mild like a woman's stare for a child, the gun lends its tears to the vastness of the skies. And though we're beached by the same tide, what I'll give isn't all you need. It is only what I can afford to give. Don't get it wrong again. All you need will be figured out, pursued, and achieved by you. For tomorrow will not bat a name until it comes to relief today. And even the names bat yesterday, left without having to say. Tongue starred, limbs lamed, red splashing the surface of greens and greens. Suffered suppression under lifeless waves. Aburi was just a time out for a drink. Hamilcar rose to life on the battlefield. Sacrifice, I say, I paid in pain. So we thought this was a sacrifice made, until we saw, still, there are no names to head severe from his body by man-made thunders, to legs dancing tunes of no rhythms, to eyes struck open in shock, and arms widely open apart, expecting no one coming in for a hug. Still, there are no names to those living out there under a shade that the wind and his sleep will lift, that the stars in his blindness will see through, and the rains in his absence will drench. Bourgeoisie's 100 year of grinding our teeth isn't just the flow of this milk we wanted. Like the natural flow of a mother's milk to her children, the rotation and revolution of everything on this axis, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because everything is everything that finds meaning in the art of balancing. If the responsibility of moving the earth along its axis lies upon us, does it mean the earth will take the shape of a box? Think outside this box, find the ball, life must go on. Spice race led to space race while we keep slipping in oil race. You cannot say. Aburi was just a time out for a drink. Or secretly it was told by the open road, I'll lay before you anytime you choose to flee. How big can a dream be before it was the life of a man? Or what can be bigger than the dream of creating the people with your own bare hands? Now more than a few of us left. Don't be silent like nothing has happened here. The blood of the last breath just dried up. I'm sure you passed through a spirit at the door. His eyelids too terrified to blink, his skull too frightened to speak. You stand on the remains of a skull, strong arms rest on your shoulders in dark dust. They were feeble, could hold back emotions from music, truth, and love. The sun was last seen on the window pane before it gave up brightness to the one that came underneath. My call was the last he held to be said, but there was no life in anything, not even in me. Tears driven back, mind went blank, mouth ajar, ashes on our heads and shovels in our hands to all that is left. Still, there are no names. Thank you.
Diallo, Diallo, Shemalati Stephen Biko. Diallo, Diallo. You told me the murder was an error. My God!
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the musician of the gods, Aduke.
I'm welding.
Okay, first, I'm going to do 3 songs. One for God, one for the Son, one for the Holy Spirit. Okay, the first song I'm going to do is titled Leke Leke. It's a prayer for Nigeria, which I think we need right now in the midst of everything. The missing girls, the bombs going off, Ebola, which is it's scary. It's more scary than Boko Haram actually, because you don't even know where you might catch it. At least you know Boko Haram is coming. You can see the bomb going off. But Ebola is just it's like it's jumping on people now. It's really scary. And then on top of all of that, doctors have been sacked. I'm trying to, wrap my head around it. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Leke leke pa mi leke, yada pa mi leke leke, leke leke pa mi leke, yada pa mi leke leke. funfun lékeleke bá mi lékeleke ẹyẹ àdàbà ẹyẹ funfun lékeleke bá mi lékeleke. Let us walk into a brighter day. Let all our pains and sorrows go away. Carry on, carry low, carry batishe. Àdàbà ẹyẹ funfun lékeleke bá mi lékeleke ẹyẹ àdàbà ẹyẹ funfun lékeleke bá mi lékeleke. Gbàdúrà mi gòkè lọ, gbàdúrà mi gòkè lọ, gbàdúrà mi gòkè lọ. Kilu little mene. I say a prayer for Nigeria. Bamile keleke. I say a prayer for my motherland. Badura mi gokelo. I say a prayer for Nigeria. Bamile keleke. I say a prayer for my motherland. Badura mi gokelo. I woke up this morning and opened my mouth to say a prayer for Nigeria. Keyadaba, the bird of peace. Kobale, Kokoa, oh, Kilutuba, oh, to share with the dawn of each new day. Keyadaba, Efufu, Leke, Leke, Babi, Leke, Leke, Keyadaba, Efufu, Leke, Leke. Bring peace to our land, bring joy to our homes, bring peace, bring health, bring oneness and unity. Oh, bring peace to our land, bring joy, 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 joy. Hey, hey, hey. I woke up this morning and opened my mouth to say a prayer for Nigeria. Keyadaba, the bird of peace. Kobale, Kokoa, oh, Kilutuba, oh, to share with the dawn of each new day. Keyadaba, Efufu, Leke, Leke, Babi, Leke, Leke. Keyadaba, Efufu, Leke, Leke, Babi, Leke, Leke. Keyadaba, Efufu, Leke, Leke, Keyadaba, Efufu, Leke, Leke, Babi, Leke, Leke. Keyadaba, Efufu, Leke, Leke, Keyadaba, Efufu, Leke, Leke, Babi, Leke, Leke. Thank you. The second song I'm going to do is titled Lie Lie. And this is one of the songs I wrote after people had accused me wrongly. They lied against me. They said I only do anti-government songs. So I just needed to prove to people that that's not right. You make my heart sing. I can't explain it, the joy your love brings. Mi ole lai lai, your silverara. You make me want to climb a tree. Open my mouth and just scream. Tell the world you're the air that I breathe. Mi ole lai lai, your silverara. I'll love you till the very end. Ìwọ nìkan lọ́kàn mi yan mi ò lè láéláé bí ọ̀sẹ̀ rárá. Adé orí mi ló jẹ́. I'll love you till the very end. Ìwọ nìkan lọ́kàn mi yan mi ò lè láéláé bí ọ̀sẹ̀ rárá. The heavens know you're all I want. I won't trade our love for all the gold in the world. You're a blessing I couldn't ask for, my baby. Yeah. You did I like your silver. When I'm losing all my friends, I have no worries, not a single fear. I know for sure you will always be here, my baby, yeah. Mi ò lè láéláé fi ọ́ sílẹ̀ rárá. Adé orí mi ló jẹ́. I'll love you till the very end. Ìwọ nìkan lọ́kàn mi ò lè láéláé fi ọ́ sílẹ̀ rárá. Adé orí mi ló jẹ́. I'll love you till the very end. Ìwọ nìkan lọ́kàn mi ò lè láéláé fi ọ́ sílẹ̀ rárá. Every time you doubt my love, oh baby, remember this song. Say every time that you doubt my love, yeah, yeah. Say baby, remember this song. I will tell the world, I'll tell the world. Oh baby, you're all I have got. So every time you doubt my love, baby, remember this song. You're everything I want and more. Adé orí mi ló jẹ́. I'll love you till the very end. Ìwọ nìkan lọ́kàn mi yan mi ò lè láéláé bí ọ́ sílẹ̀ rárá. Adé orí mi ló jẹ́. I'll love you till the very end. Ìwọ nìkan lọ́kàn mi yan. Mi ò lè láéláé fi ọ́ sílẹ̀ rárá. Thank you. So for those that have been waiting for the Lagos song, I know some of you are just sitting there. Oh, what's this girl singing now? Let her just finish all this love thing. Okay, let's do it. Let's talk about Lagos. Let's talk about Lagos. Let's talk about Lagos. Let's talk about Lagos. Do you know about Lagos? Let me tell you about Lagos. Let's talk about Lagos. Let's talk about. Listen. Adewale is the son of a king, but now he's and fits from the pain. All because he wants to live in the city of peace. He left his crown, throne and glory, all because he heard he could pick up money on the golden streets of Lagos. Only if he knew the hustle, bustle and tussle, loud living in Lagos City. hold up now, bumper to bumper. You go waka under the sunny tire. Leko ile. The hold up now, bumper to bumper. You go waka under the sunny tire. Leko ile. Everybody run come out for village. Tell me who go till the soil, plant the crops and feed the elderly ones. Living in the city is not that easy. Running helter skelter just to make a living. 49 sitting and 99 standing. Go akete, gbagba kugba, ilé ọgbìn, ṣọ́ra fóní ọ̀gíyè, ẹ̀wọ̀ èrò rẹpẹtẹ. Wọ́n ti jí fóònù mi, wọ́n ti já chain mi, wọ́n ti fọ́gò mọ́lẹ̀. Ìgboro ti dàrú. The hold up now, bumper to bumper. Waka under the sunny tire. Leko ile. The hold up now, bumper to bumper. You go waka under the sunny tire. Leko ile. It's a lot much better now. You should see it late at night under the blessing of the bright street light. It will blow your mind. Okay, go silent. See changes everywhere. Oshodi done better. No need kaya emaja. Whether you're a guest or an indigent, a foreigner or even a citizen, one thing is sure: there's no party like the Lagos driving. But still, the hold up now, bumper to bumper. Waka under the sunny tire. Leko ile. The hold up now, bumper to bumper. You go waka under the sunny tire. Leko ile. Hey yo, ayele yo. Hey yo, ayele yo. Hey yo, baba ntawa to fi godu sere. Hey yo, baba ntawa to fi godu sere. Àwa ò ní sanwó níbo. Àwa ò ní sanwó níbo. Àwa ò ní sanwó níbo jẹ òdìlé. Ọjọ́ Monday Èkó ní gàgà kúgbà. Mo ní lọ́jọ́ Monday Èkó ní gàgà kúgbà. Mo ní lójoojúmọ́ ń kọ́yé. Mo ní lójoojúmọ́ yẹ́yẹ́yẹ́. Mo ní yẹ́ lójoojúmọ́ yẹ́yẹ́yẹ́. Every day, every night. The hold up now, bumper to bumper. Waka under the sunny tire. Leko ile. The hold up now, bumper to bumper. You go waka under the rainy self tire. Leko ile. Ile. Thank you.
Ìgboro ti dàrú, ìgboro ti dàrú. Ẹ máa rántí ògbóró sí dùnú rántí lórí.
How many of us love Aduke? A round of applause for Aduke.
Hope you enjoyed the show, because I did. For more information on spoken word poetry in Nigeria, go to www.wordup411ng.com and also follow us on Twitter at wordup411. Till I come your way next time, stay blessed.